The SSP results in changes in the spontaneous behavior of the person who has experienced the intervention. Those spontaneous changes are spontaneous engagement of facial expressivity, increase in prosodic features, intonation of voice, but basically it's a body now that is going out to another. Now that body is welcoming and expecting the other person to be engaging, to be reciprocal. And what I've learned over time is that not only do parents, but I also say many of my friends in the profession have never really been taught what to look for. And so when a person the upper part of the face is expressive and they're engaging, that's a request. And if the request is not fulfilled, the system starts to downregulate itself. It's a feedback loop. And so often, especially with children who are on spectrum, they start to spontaneously engage parents and teachers and caregivers, and the parents and the teachers and caregivers are not prepared for it. In a sense, it's very demanding. They become, I would say, like a normal, difficult child. They want attention and engagement. But many children on spectrum have learned very appropriate skills for their physiological state, skills of self-regulating with objects. But now after SSP, the body says self-regulation isn't my world. I want co-regulation. So the important part is that when the body starts to request co-regulation, it is important to be aware of that and to respond back to the child or the adult, because that is the system that is now going to be supported by social behavior. So another way of looking at it is the SSP is providing the platform for social behavior to spontaneously occur, but the social interactions either maintain it or say, forget it, it's not the world that you're in, turn it off again. Go back to the Game Boy, the computer game, and leave me alone. There may be times where you might want to be left alone, but the system of that vulnerable person will rapidly degrade and downregulate again. There are numerous examples of children who have gone through SSP who started off regulating their state with very, very organized behaviors. In fact, when you look at children on spectrum, they do a lot of things like they put things in order. Now, what we have to understand is that self-regulation has a lot to do with what order means to them. It means predictability. So they know that this follows that, and if it's violated, because a lot of children will go into tantrum if you violate their predictability. Some therapists used to say it's good to break that predictability so they understand life, but they misunderstood what that predictability was. It was to provide order in their nervous system that the world has had a degree of predictability. But as they move into co-regulation, and that's what the SSP is about, is to trigger that system, then co-regulation basically overrides the need for self-regulation and is much, much more efficient. It allows the physiological state to support health, growth, and restoration, but also allows the individual to now expand in the world of interactions. So we want to be very careful to watch as the child or the adult starts to invest their time and effort in inviting another to co-regulate.